Okay, so let's just dive right in. The YouTube game is changing, and honestly, by 2026, the old rulebook, it's just not going to cut it anymore. What we're going to do here is break down a completely new playbook, one that mixes a really deep personal mission with a super sharp modern strategy. It's all about building a channel that actually matters.
And boom, that's the headline right there. This single quote from the Satisfied Authority Blueprint, one of our main sources, really sets the stage. Trying to be everything to everyone, well, that's now the fastest way to become nothing to no one. You have to get specific. That's the new superpower.
So this is the big question we're trying to tackle, right? I mean, with AI just flooding the platform with automated content, your humanity, your unique story, that's suddenly become your most valuable asset. The real trick, though, is how do you actually use that to build something real, something profitable? Well, we're going to figure that out.
To win, you've got to understand the new rules of the game first. It's not just a small tweak. The algorithm itself has fundamentally changed what it's looking for, what it rewards. And that, of course, changes everything about how we need to approach our content.
Now check this out, because this is a big deal. For years, it was all about watch time. But now you need to meet VSAT, which stands for Viewer Satisfaction. The algorithm isn't just asking, did people watch your video? It's asking, did they love it? Are they going to come back for more? This is a massive, massive shift toward quality and genuine connection. And this really gets to the core of the new strategy. Think of it like this. You can't succeed with just one piece of the puzzle. You need both an internal compass, your personal why, and an external map to actually navigate the platform, your how. We're pulling from two incredible sources to give you both sides of that coin.
And it all starts from the inside. Seriously, before you even think about hitting record, before you worry about titles or thumbnails, you have to do the work to figure out the core value you're actually bringing to the table. Creator Mark Waters just puts it so perfectly. Your biggest struggles, your personal transformations, the stuff you've had to overcome, that's not just some backstory. That's the raw material for your entire channel. It's the one thing that AI can never, ever replicate. Waters has this great concept he calls the why behind the why. It's not the surface-level reason you start a channel like, oh, I want to help people. It's the deep, driving conflict you've already solved in your own life. And that becomes the engine that powers everything you create. And this breaks the process down so well. So what was your biggest struggle? What was that thing you were lacking? Now, what's his life look like on the other side of it? That journey, that transformation you went through, that is the exact roadmap someone else out there is desperately searching for right now.
Okay, so once you really understand your own story, the very next step is to find the one person who needs to hear it the most. This is that crucial pivot point where your personal mission turns into a targeted, effective strategy.
This is the bridge where the philosophy and the tactics meet. By speaking to a past version of yourself, you're not just being authentic, you are strategically creating what the blueprint calls a micro-niche moat. It's this defensible space where you are the absolute, undeniable expert. So this micro-niche moat, it's basically your unfair advantage. Instead of just shouting into a crowded market, you're whispering the exact solution to a very specific person's very specific problem. The algorithm loves that kind of clarity, and it will literally go find that person for you. And the reward for being this focused? It's massive. Serving your niche with this kind of precision is exactly how you get those top-tier viewer satisfaction scores. You're not just collecting views, you're creating loyal, returning fans who feel like you are speaking directly to them. So you have your story, and you've found your person. Now, how do you actually execute? This is where we get tactical and pull directly from the Satisfied Authority Blueprint for the specific plays. So, the content strategy for 2026 is what's called a hybrid health system. Think of your shorts as your discovery engine. They're quick, searchable solutions to immediate problems. They act as hooks that pull viewers into your long-form deep dives. And that's where you build the real authority and trust. In a world full of polished, perfect AI content, your mess becomes your message. This concept, authenticity arbitrage, means showing the whole process, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This kind of human-verified proof is a currency that automation just can't touch. And here is the perfect metaphor for how to use AI the right way. Let it be your prep cook. Let it do the research, the outlining, the brainstorming. But you have to be the chef.
Your experience, your insights, your real-world testing, that's what makes the final dish. All right, the final piece of this whole puzzle is moving beyond just attracting an audience. The real goal here is to build a true community, a loyal group of people that trusts you and wants to grow with you. See, this isn't a broadcast. It's a feedback loop. You create content, you listen to the feedback in the comments, you use polls on the community tab to learn even more, and then you use that intelligence to serve your community even better. It creates this cycle of loyalty that can eventually move to platforms you own, like an email list.
And here it is, just laid out as a super clear funnel. YouTube is for attraction. The comments and polls are for engagement. A private space is for ownership. And email, that's for guidance. This is how you build a creator business that actually lasts.
So let's just bring it all home. At the end of the day, success isn't about authenticity or strategy. It's about authenticity plus strategy. That combination, your unique human fingerprint plus the right playbook, that is what creates an undeniable, unfair advantage in the creator economy of 2026.
Which really just leaves us with one final thought. The strategy is here. The playbook is clear. The only missing ingredient is you. So what is the transformation that you've been through? Because I promise, someone out there is waiting for you to be their guide.